All right, we are over on the MTGO creator account. Have a rotation-proof Golgari brew, I guess. It's sort of just a demon deck. Relatively straightforward. You see a lot of Golgari decks that have Llanowar Wealth and Unholy Annex and some amount of demons. But we're a little bit spicier, and like I said, I try to make my deck fully rotation-proof, so you don't even see Llanowar wastes. In theory, if I'm not sure how many videos I'm going to do like this. Maybe we'll see if people like it or not. In theory, all these decks are going to get better, right? Because they're going to get a whole new set. So I am sort of limited more than I should be, but no problem. And I think this might be helpful for certain people that don't know what cards to pick up. So wanted to give it a try. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, going over the deck, it's pretty straightforward. A mid-range deck. The sort of standout cards is we've got Commune with Beavers from Final Fantasy. This can actually find artifacts, which you will see is relevant, but mostly it's going to add a land or a creature. We've got some 2-mana demons, Demon Wall, everyone's familiar with by now, and then Rot Cursed Rakshasa. And then the first artifact we have is Lumbering World Wagon, which you can use your Rot Cursed Rakshasa and your other big creatures to crew it and ramp. And then we also have the Skullspore Nexus. This is an 8-mana. This is a lot like the Great Henge, if anyone's familiar with that. It's 8-mana legendary artifact. Again, you can find it with Commune with Beavers. And then it costs XLS, where X is the greatest power that you have. So you can play the Cursed Rakshasa on turn 2, and that means that this is going to cost 3 mana. You can play this on turn 3, and then whenever your non-token creatures die, you get a token. That's as big as the things that died, so we can just get a 5/5 on turn 3, and this time it'll be permanent. And then it also has the activated ability to double the power of creatures, so that 5/5 can next turn attack for 10 points. So it's kind of cute. We'll see how good it is in practice, but I wanted to give it a shot. I built a bunch of decks, and this was one of them that I thought was kind of cool. And then the next card I want to talk about is Genova, Ancient Calamity. I think I saw this in a challenge or a 5-0, but basically it says during combat you put a counter on a thing and it becomes a mutant, and then whenever a mutant you control dies during your turn, draw cards equal to its power. So again, Cursed Rakshasa, you can make it 6 power, attack your opponent. It's going to die because of the Decayed trigger, and then you get to draw 6 cards. So also puts counters on Demon Wall, which is appealing, so it can attack, and then you can just put it on other things. It's not that good at crewing the Lumbering World Wagon, so there might be a tiny bit of awkwardness there. But this is sort of a brew, and wanted to record some matches, give it a shot. Sideboard I threw together pretty quickly. I have Stab replacing Cut Down. Obviously much worse, but still 1-mana interaction I'm sure will be important. Duresses, Scavenger Regents is sort of like a sweeper / extra threat. And then Heritage Reclamation is just a great sideboard card, covers a lot of places. Ghost Vacuum for Graveyard Hate, and then Revenant for aggressive decks. So that is the list. I'm going to play some matches and record them. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And let me know if you want to see more rotation-proof deck lists. Rotation happens in, I think, 24, 25 days, something like that, as I'm recording it. It's currently the 5th. Doesn't mean the video will come out on the 5th, but yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you in the games. All right, let's go first. Sure, I'll keep. So I'm ready to get tilted by this starting town coming into play tapped on later turns, but it's fine. We're doing this mostly for fun and sort of to learn. So probably a Luma deck. I never remember the name. Oh, actually, spicy. I like it. Okay, we got the homie Urza up in here. Let's play a demon. I'm not sure which I guess I would probably rather always annex if I have the demon. Shouldn't have played the Verge. I should have played the starting town because I could draw fast lands, but whatever. And punished. Okay. Okay. Let's get this thing going. I don't think I need to attack yet. Also, I lose the during every turn. Oh wow, okay, they're 4 colors. I like it. Opponent's playing something spicy. Okay, well that's a problem. Oh, hello. Well, that's interesting. I guess we'll do it. Why not? Question is, do I want to flip? So I guess I attack for 10 either way next turn. Not sure if it matters. Next turn I definitely want to attack. I could just 5 colors. What the hell is going on? Okay. Just nothing. Huh. Okay then. I will attack you for, I guess, just 5. Probably better to just make the demon. Don't know what my opponent is doing. Hopefully you can't hear all these fireworks. It is the day after the 4th, so. Okay, unlock. What if they're playing like a combo deck? What if I just die next turn? What are the odds that happens? So this demon is lethal with the double. Also have the creature land, plus a 5/5, that's 9. Lightning Helix? Okay, maybe this is Niv? It's 12, so the demon needs to be answered. Why is this in the deck? Okay. Artifacts, instants, sorceries. Okay, that doesn't really work that well with multicolor cards though, right? Alright, cool. Well, it's a good start. So I think I'm against a Niv deck. And I guess I'm just going to put in... So Urz is kind of weird. This can blow up the Cornucopia. The rest should be good. I still don't know what's going on with the Urzas. And then like Ghost Vacuum, maybe if I thought I was going to play a really, really grindy game. I assume I want some amount of spot removal for like... I guess what Niv is pro monocolored actually? So I can't even kill it. Okay. Just go for beatdowns. Do I want to take anything else out? All my cards seem decent. I guess it's like Cecil or maybe the second Reclamation. Let's do this. So yeah, the mana's fine. Like this deck does not get a shock land, but it has a fast land, which means I think you could probably get away with playing Llanowar Elf. I think this is a keep. It's super awkward. We have double legendaries. It's kind of a mold of 5, but I think it's a grindy matchup. They probably can blow up Skullspore Nexus with some of their cards. They have 5 colors in their mana base. And we do have Demon plus Skullspore, so we'll give it a shot. So it's another spot where I think we're if we get to play the Nexus, I don't think we attack right away. Stock up, sure. Alright. Well, we get to play our thing. That's a good deal. Should I pop this off? It only matters against an exile. Well, now do I want to just do that? Nah, let's go for greed. Let's play this pass and then try to do the Genova thing because it's sweet. I guess I don't know if I need the cards. I'm just gonna do the damage. And then, like, I'm trying to think. So now I played the Genova, the removal spell in response to kill a 5/5. That's fine though. There's nothing? What the hell's going on? Just flat nothing. Huh. Is Lightning Helix over there? Getting sweepered. So if I get sweeper to get a 1/1, I think it's power, right? Yeah. Okay. If I get sweeper to get a 1/1, which, you know, not irrelevant when they're at 8. Wouldn't hate an untap land and just make a 6/6. Okay, that doesn't do anything. So I have to chump my 6. Oh no, this can't block. Okay, we won. Cool. No, we didn't win. I don't know how my card works. Okay, so I needed 1 more mana. Sorry. So I'm 1 short. It's 8. Putting them to 1 does what for me? So you have to block there, and then I'll just get Annex into play and gotta answer my board. Got card advantage. Could put them to 1. Like, putting them to 1 with Annex, I guess, is kind of appealing because it means they have to answer everything. It's like the second it happens, but it's so expensive that I think I'd rather just pressure them in multiple ways. I'm not sure. It's kind of tough. It seems like their hand's pretty bad, though. It's like a Jeskai Revelation or something crazy. Okay, that's life gain. Okay, so let's just blow up everything. I just get 2 things. Well, we have a second one, so not the end of the world. It's kind of interesting. So I could demon. I think I just double demon or double annex. Good Skullspore as well. Is Skullspore better? I'm not sure. I just want pressure on the board. I think this is a little bit better at putting pressure on the board. And clearly it's relevant to them because they went after the first one. So maybe if like they end up having a sweeper here, it invalidates it. Dress is a really big deal. If they don't have a good turn here, then we probably just can lock up the game with duress. I think we're already pretty far ahead, but maybe they have like some flashy multicolored card that could get them back. Something like this that would just blow up all my stuff. Stock up's not too scary. You're left with 6 mana. You're at 8. I doubt they have counter spells, so. Pretty nice showing from the deck, though. Everything kind of went as planned. My opponent didn't do too much, but you can see why the cards are there and what their roles are. I might have too much kind of nonsense. Like if I play against aggro, maybe I'll just get beat up because I have vehicles, things that can't block, Unholy Annex, like 1/5s. I don't think it would be unreasonable to trim on some of this stuff just because there's a lot of synergy things going on, but I think for the sake of experimenting, it makes sense to have more things. But yeah, you could easily just play more communes and less sort of combo pieces. I don't think that's unreasonable. Okay, what does this do? Nothing really. Alright, GG. Alright, cool. Solid first match. GG's. I don't know if I'm gonna do all the matches. I probably won't. I'll probably just pick like 2 or 3 of them for the video. I don't want it to be too long, but I'll try to remember to give an overview at the end. So, GG's. Alright, this hand seems obviously like a mull. And this one seems good, I guess. I think I'd rather have the Demon Wall over the second Rakshasha. Maybe that's not correct, but so it could be Gruul aggro, which means we might just be dead on the draw. We'll see though. Maybe they just have a reactive hand. Could just be Delirium too. Like that's definitely a deck that can have awkward draws. So I love a land. But I think I have 2 2-drops anyway. I'm definitely going to play the 5/5 to set up the Skullspore / World Wagon. If I brick, though, we'll just play the Demon Wall anyway. It's not like it could attack. Yeah, one thing that is... I don't know how to feel about it. One thing that's awkward about Genova is, like, drawing 6 cards is so many that... It's most of the time it's probably just gonna be like draw 6, discard 2 or 3 because you just have so many. Okay, so we hit here. This Screaming Nemesis is gonna do a pretty good job of breaking our attacks, but that's fine. We can find a removal spell eventually, and not taking damage is also not that bad. So if I crew the World Wagon attack, I'm going to take 4 to the face and lose my ability to gain life. Maybe that's fine. I can Nexus, take 5 to the face, get a 5/5. We'll see. Okay. think I'm fine with blocking. Oh, it's a trade, right? Okay, do I want to draw 6 cards? I mean, of course I do. Should I draw 6 cards? Let's just make a 5/5. I think, right? We don't need the cards. Our hands are very good. 3 and 2. I don't think I need that. Blocking this is kind of tricky. I guess if I block it, they kind of... I mean, they might just need to kill my 5/5. I don't want to take 5 from a Screaming Nemesis attack, but I also don't want to take 3 a bunch of times, so... I think I'm blocking. I have to annex that? Nah, I shouldn't block. Okay, so they use the dragon to blow up my thingy. Okay, sure. This also blocks relatively nicely, like... Oh, I could have given this Decayed, right? Huh. Oh, Inti, damn. But like I can chump. I just chump with the 1 power thing. Oh, that's trample though. We'll see. It's an interesting game. It feels kind of close. Alright, so I'm going to take 6 for now. If they ever ping this, I just lose, right? They didn't discard, which makes me think that they should have a way to prevent my life gain. I have a shock. Oh, I leveled up. Okay. So I'm going to get to gain... What do I do here? Should attack for 4. Go to 11. Have 1/5. And then I can decay their board. Yeah, so I think I can just lethal them over 2 turns. I might die, but we'll see. I guess with this, I'm going to have to pay, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're at 4 now. So if this gets to connect, so if I live the turn, I can pay the ward from the counters, decayed things, and then attack them for 4, they'll die. I might just die myself. Maybe they just like deal 5 damage to this and the game ends. But if that doesn't happen, we have a shot. Okay. So this is just the most damage prevented. Yeah, I mean, I think Burst Lightning. I also get a 1/1, I guess. So if they have another deal 5, they can just deal 5 to the Nemesis and kill me. Probably should have attacked with more, right? They just have lethal? I think if they alpha'd, I would have died. Okay. Nice. It's a close game. I think we got pretty fortunate that they didn't have like a particularly fast start. Alright, so we are playing some post-rotation decks. We've got Stab. I guess, do I want this Regent? It's not very good against Innkeeper's Talent. And with that in mind, do I want Duress or Foundation? I think I definitely want the Revenants. I definitely want the Stabs. I don't think I want more than one Duress in my deck. I already have one. And then it's a question of what are the more questionable cards. Nexus is like kind of mopey, but if I do draw it with, like, I think Genova's maybe just the worst card because it wants me to attack and then I get cards, but the cards aren't really the issue, I don't think. So I'm gonna try taking these out. I'm just gonna take out the Duress. I think Cecil is good. I could take out a Llanowar Elf on the draw maybe. Otherwise, let's just take out one Nexus. So yeah, these can be awkward depending. Everything else looks solid. Like Annex is kind of bad, but if 6 demons, maybe the Wagon. How good is the Wagon? I guess the Wagon plus Rakshasha is okay. Still does just ram me. Is the Wagon better than a Duress? I don't think so. Alright, let's do this. If I draw exactly one copy of Duress, I think it'll be really good. But I don't really want to draw it later, and I don't think I need it in my functioning draws, but just overall lowering my curve and getting to nab things like Innkeeper's Talent or maybe like a Witchstalker Frenzy would be nice. They do have the Dragon that just dodges Duress, but... So like this hand, for example, I think I'm pretty happy to have Duress. I need to figure out if I want to Demon Wall or tap land. Okay, yeah, the second Duress would not be great. So my opponent's hand is Mice and a deal 5. Nothing too scary. I'll just, I think I'm just going to stab main phase and play my tap land. I don't want them to draw a pump spell. And I don't really need the demon wall. This can't kill flyers, right? So they want the offspring value. Makes sense. I assume they're gonna go Verge, Offspring, Pass. And then we just have to fade like pump spells and stuff like that, but we're gonna be gaining a lot of life. Okay, so their hand is deal 5 Verge, unknown. Okay, never mind. Land is good. Extra stat is good. Hard to lose here. I think I'm supposed to attack. I guess I'm going to take 4. Potentially from the double strike, but my assumption is their turn is Manful Mouse, trigger. Maybe not. Okay. So take 6. And then we'll go... I actually think maybe it's better to just make the 6/6. Paw Patch Recruit, okay. Shoot the Sheriff. I could just shoot the... Yeah, the paw patch that makes things actually scary because the double strike. So I don't know their hand. They've played all their cards. They have unknown. I'm gonna gain 5 if I go Demon Wall plus Annex. Could also just make a 6/6. It's not that likely they can kill me. I could just Sentinel plus shoot the Sheriff. Maybe that's the best way to go about this. I could leave this back to block even. If I die, I will be very impressed. Okay, extra demon. It's nice to have. As long as I just chill, leave up removal, do some blocking, draw cards, I should be good to go. So I think... I'm not sure if I care that much. If they have something since I drew another demon. I also just make the 6/6. So you drew a Snakeskin Veil. My guy dies for free. You get another Paw Patch. Yeah, I am playing in a way in which I guess if they just kind of like hit over and over again, maybe they can get back into it, but I don't know. How quickly can I kill them? From the 12. I have a huge board now. Huh. Yeah, them hitting Paw Patch into hitting Paw Patch off of both Emberheart challengers made it so I think this game's losable, which is frustrating, but okay, I should have had a stop. I meant to have a main phase stop. I could have just killed this. I'm giving him another card and then hit Inti. This is problematic, obviously. I guess I'm just gonna kill the Emberheart challenger. No attack. You have Inti. So now what do I do? So they're going to get 3 counters wherever they want. They're going to put it on something that's like Manifold Mouse. I don't really care if it goes on the Challenger. But now they have Inti. So I think I'm going to lose this game because they hit double Paw Patch. And it just means that all of their creatures are threatening now. Which really sucks. But maybe not. I'm going to cut off the card flow, and then they're going to get Double Strike Trample here, but my life total is relatively high. I need to get the demon down. I guess this block's okay. If I can just answer the Manifold Mouse, maybe it's fine. Can't help but wonder if I just messed this game up really badly. It's very complicated. It's so hard to know. Like everything, like I had full information. They just played over the top, off of the top over and over again. So it's kind of hard to know exactly what I was supposed to be doing from each instance. Okay. So I want to just not die and then one-shot them, which I don't think I can really do. Guess I do want to put that in the graveyard. So now it's 1, 2, it's 5, 6. So if they do nothing, I can one-shot them potentially. I have. If I lose the demon, though, I don't kill them. This thing's huge. So I guess I'm passing 13. I think I can still one-shot them. I just need to not lose a crew and the wagon. But they can also find a creature. I have 19 life. It's probably pretty unlikely I can die. I'm sure I could have played this game better, but whatever. Okay, so you have a double strike. If I was super worried, I think they would have alphaed if I should actually be worried. So we're at 8. So a 3 is... I mean, I can just no block this, right? So they need to have like hexproof. Okay. Yep, alright. So we get in with the Decayed again. This actually has come up a few times. So we'll do it for 6. And then we can just attack on the ground, right? It's 8. Now I need a crew. Okay. So you get 100 triggers. And then I will bash your head with my wagon and my demon. Nice. Alright. Who needs pre-rotation when you can just play post-rotation? Yeah, it's so nice playing against the mouse stuff with just like never having to play a game where your opponent goes hard fire hero and a manifold mouse makes life so much easier. It's just such a disgusting combination of cards. I don't know if my opponent realizes they're dead, but they're stacking all their stuff, so I guess if you're just analyzing the board, I have 12, but I've got the vehicle, so and I have no cards. But yeah, everything's kind of been humming along. I wonder if my opponent could have played better in these games and maybe killed me. It's tough to say. I think I could have played better. I don't even really have a specific example, but it just feels like there was... I feel like I kind of missed some stuff maybe at certain points. Alright, we're getting so many counters. I will crew. Few. Alright, nice. GG's. Alright, we've got Rashasha into Nexus. And we've got Annex too, so solid. I guess I want Duress. I don't know. It's possible it's not worth topping just because, like, I mean, when am I gonna play it? That's problematic. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. Maybe we can just beat them up. They play like a Glissa here. That's going to be really annoying. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do if they play a Glissa. Cecil's fine. Alright, I think we're Nexusing. They pass. They leave up Doomblade. I think we're just going to pray. I'm not going to pretend that this is getting better or this is going to be good for me, but we'll try. We'll do the thing. Could have played the Annex, but then I just get beat down pretty easily. And this does protect my like future threats if things work out. Or insulates me, I guess. But, I don't know. Annex was probably better, but this is cooler and it's a new card, so... No, don't punish me, no! Alright. Yeah, Thor Confidant unanswered in these green-black mirrors is just gonna solo games. It always has. It always will. The player that gets twice as many cards in these type of matchups is typically ahead. Alright, we're obliterating. That's spicy. I like that. Okay, so we cannot beat a fight spell. I guess I'm still gonna just stuff. Yeah, I mean, you block the Cecil, I get a 3/3. Second Obliterator. Well, that's not good for me. Okay, definitely blocking Cecil. How am I winning this game? My opponent has 8 points of life. So I need to not die, and then I need to kill them. I don't know how that's happening, but it could. So Chump is sack 3. They have the 4/4 as well. Yeah, I don't think we can win. Oh wait. Okay, so I'm a mana away. So we just have to decay and hope they flip a 3. I think it's my only line. So decayed 2. Oh no, they need to hit a 2. Okay. Yeah, because I can do it for 1, but then the other thing just chumps. So it has to be this. I think. It's 2 to activate, right? Alright, well, we got a land, so we need to knit a 3. Not very likely, but we'll see. Recross your fingers. And it's a land. Alright, GG. Exciting Dark Confidant flips. Alright, so green-black Obliterator kind of maybe troublesome against my deck that's just like big idiots. That could be a problem, but it is rotating, so we won't have to worry about it in the future. Alright, so this is tricky, because how many answers do I want to Dark Confidant? Scavenger Region's kind of interesting, I guess. Like, I guess this is maybe worth having. It's a 3-mana answer to Dark Confidant, and then it can kill Obliterator if the games go really long. Okay, what do I not want? I guess I'm going to go Noted Duress. It does stop the fight stuff, but, like, I think I'm going to hope that Shoot the Sheriff is something I can leave up. I think I want the World Wagon, maybe minus this. Minus this. I don't know if Cecil's going to get it done. It's not good against Dark Confidant. It's not good against Obliterator. It's okay against Obliterator. Let's try this configuration, I guess. Alright, I would like to go first. I'm gonna keep... This hand is really, really bad, but I am playing a green-black mirror. I have 2 mana sources. I have double Shoot the Sheriff, which seems really important. And, like, I have the wagon as well. Like, I just have cheap interaction pieces that I want, and I don't really want to go... Like, if we're gonna do attrition-y stuff, which maybe that won't happen, I don't want to go too far down. Okay, I guess, am I just supposed to just let them have Cecil? I think I am. It's not that big of a deal. I gotta do outlaw checks for these Shoot the Sheriffs. Go for the throat checks are much more straightforward. Ooze. Okay, I don't think Ooze does that much against my deck. Okay. Okay, so this dodges go for the throat, which is nice. Can get blocked by Cecil. But I got to shoot the sheriff, so... I could go like Glissa. Okay, they're just racing. Okay, well I don't need... I can play this commune, I don't need all the mana. So they have spot removal for Landlord Elf, that's what they're thinking about, I guess. Which means I should pull... I guess I'm going to use the mana for it anyway. Okay. Okay, do I want extra land? I don't really need the land. I think we take threat. And then we go demon. Crew. And then attack. And I assume this demon's gonna get killed, and I guess I'll blow up the ooze. Oh, wow, okay. Well, that's annoying. I don't really expect that, but based off of how things went, I guess it makes sense. Okay, your turn. Do I want to do this now? Like, how much value do I think the Decayed has? I guess enough. I don't know. Maybe I should value or respect the Cecil a little bit more. But I don't really want to attack with this 5/5 anyway, so it's going to take a few more turns for it to flip. I don't know if they know my hand. They shouldn't know anything, right? This is gonna be an interesting game because I think the Cecil is just gonna flip no matter what. Like, this is just ultimate bait by me. Like, there's no real reason for me to do things in this way. I guess like maybe they're baited. I don't know. If this happens, they win, right? So it doesn't matter. Like, this should always attack first. I can't block. So I guess, yeah, the only thing would be the Cecil. Liliana, okay. So they can plus for information. I guess that's kind of interesting. Sacking the elf if they edict me. I think that's probably pretty straightforward. If they plus, I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I guess I'm just discarding the wall, right? Okay. So now they know, which is fine. Like, they're not going to go for the bushwhack, because I could have played this and I left up mana. But they could also think it's like some sort of bait. Okay, I think I used my mana. Blow you up. And then now what do I do? Take their face for 8. Force the trade. I don't want to give up too much damage. Be surprised their hand was bushwhack. Maybe I should have ignored the Liliana. This is a mistake by me. So what, they block here, take 8. I guess it's kind of the same difference. They're gonna take 4 here. I think I was supposed to just go face, but whatever. Alright, here we go. Yeah, their deck definitely seems like it's better, as a better configuration for this type of game. Or this type of matchup, I should say. Like, they're just leaner. They've got the Dark Confidants. They got Terra Sunder to answer all my weird bullshit. Liliana even seems pretty good. So there's the Bushwhack we thought they had. So they died to sort of everything here if they play an Obliterator. Okay, they're still kind of dead. I guess they can have Cut Down now. If I draw land, doesn't matter. Your tap land. Well, that sucks. Okay. So if it's Cut Down, I just lose my whole turn. Kind of. Not really. Okay, we'll go for lethal. Okay. Nice. Alright, Ooze, Bob, Terra Sunder. Liliana, yeah, they're just doing old Jund stuff. I'm not that worried about Liliana. I think we're just gonna I think it's the classic mid-range matchup of like draw better. Like just draw better, answer their stuff, hope they can't answer your stuff. I think I like my configuration. We've got some bullshit going on. And yeah, maybe I could have Stab on the draw. What else is Stab good against? It's not that good against Obliterator. I don't think I want it. I think we just go here. We just pray. We just dodge Dark Confidant. Dark Confidant's going to solo us. And that's how life's going to be. Like, maybe the first Stab is good. Like, is worth having over 0. Because it can do other stuff. Like, I can maybe kill and use with activation when they tap out. Or when they play it on curve. And it can help me win combats. But, like I said, we're just going to draw better. Is this drawing better? I don't know, but I think I'm going to keep it. Don't really want to mulligan. We dodged Duress, which could be nice. Please don't play Dark Confidant. Please don't do that to me. Bushwhack. Okay, Bushwhack is not Dark Confidant. It's possible they only have 2 lands. Alright, what unimpressive use of my mana do I want to go with? I guess we'll play the Rakshasha. Like, Demon Sentinel's a little bit better, but I could draw a Skullspore. Not sure how big of a difference it makes. Yeah, this is slightly better, I suppose. They forced Edict it. Now, if they can answer the Sentinel, could be bad. Which they probably can. They're playing green-black. Sure. It's not the end of the world. Okay, Swamp's gone. You get a clue. You plus Liliana. I discard. Man, I really... Probably Demon Wall. Other cards seem relevant. Oh, I can't shoot the Sheriff this. Oh, God, I didn't think about it. So now my map has to hit, or I have to decade it? Oh, this sucks. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. Alright, I wish I'd go for the throat. This is... Well, we're learning for rotation, right? This is... Wait, is this... What is it? What the hell even is an outlaw? It doesn't say it on the card. Rogue. Okay, so it's like rogue, pirate. I don't even know what the fuck it is. Can I... Okay, here we go. Assassin, mercenary, pirate, rogue, warlock. So it's 5 things. God damn it. Alright, I think we just have to... I mean, decaying this is so bad. I think it's too important to just, like, have a tempo-oriented turn. So we got lucky. So they can edict me, but I at least get to trade here. So I have the board. I have another removal spell. It's very funny that they played a fucking rogue in their green-black deck. I didn't see that coming. I got the board. Go with the throat. So you just have 2 removal spells, maybe? Nope. Okay. Not bad. I would like to have the thing that gives me 2 cards a turn. Please don't tear us under it. Oh god. I'll just do it on my main phase 1. Don't get my hopes up. Come on. Huh. You know what? I honestly think I made a mistake. I should have played around that. I got a little bit too giddy. I forgot about it. Game 2. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely worth just waiting. Okay. It was definitely worth just waiting. So I have to beat this stupid Mosswood Dread Knight. So I could just pretend that everything's gonna be fine. I suppose this. Yeah, we're gonna take it slow. Scary spot, but see if we can climb back. Mosswood Dread Knight is very difficult to beat in these green-black mirrors. Some people just don't really, or at least last format, people stopped playing it because it was kind of mopey against the fast red decks, things like Prowess. But if you are going to be playing black mirrors, it's certainly good. What is this? Oh god. Henry, oh come on, dude. What is this? How do I beat this shit? I have a dragon in my hand. And an artifact. Come on. Alright, we got bested. We got bested. Fair is fair. This person's ready for the green flag. The hostile investigator dodging my shoot the sheriff. That shouldn't be in my deck, but I'm playing post rotation. You hate to see it, really. Am I behind enough to just like spew off? I don't even really need the land. I was gonna say just spew off the map, but it doesn't do that much for me. Yeah, Vivian Reed is incredibly good against my deck. I don't know if it's a playable card. Maybe it is now, but we will see. I think this game might be completely free if instead of having shoot the sheriff, I just have go for the throat. Like, I think that screwed me over so much. Because, like, I would just have a sentinel in play being able to pressure this. Like, things would have gone so differently if I could have just killed the stupid detective and then cleared the Liliana. But, I don't know. Maybe it didn't matter that much because the detective did chump. Yeah. A fight spell? Of course you do. Doesn't really matter. They don't have fight spell. I'm just yapping. Ignore me. Alright, so land would have meant there's 4, so it's only 4 anyway. So dragon, so it's 5 is 1, so I'm just short in a bunch of ways. Like, I can play dragon, I can't Skullspore. This only gets to 5. It's 3, so I'm 1 short. And then I get decayed, but I can't crew. Dragon crew. I guess, I mean, if I dragon, they just Vivian it. Everything's just bad. This sucks. Not much I can do. I'll try to win, but I don't think I can. Yes, it's 5. Just need to land. Alright. Womp womp. Opponent was prepared. Makes me even sadder that Dark Confidant missed, because they could have just lost if they hit a 3. They have 4s. I guess this is a sideboard card, but they have 4s, 5s. Another 4 here. 3s from there. So yeah. I mean, we could have just won the coin flip, right, with the Dark Confidant, maybe. Cool matchup, though. Definitely cool. Like I said, I think they're fair. I think they're even more favored now that I'm seeing the cards that they have. But GG's. But yeah, if you know, there's a lot of things that could be different. We could not be playing post rotation. We could have a little bit better mana. Than some probably better tools. Lily on the Veil might have been nice to have, but cool. All right, GG's. It's possible that I want to end the recording here. I think so. I think we're gonna call it right here. We played 3 games, went 2-1. Deck felt solid. I'm not going to pretend that this is the best way to build a green-black deck, but if you want to try something a little bit more unique, a little bit more interesting, there's this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.